This video will outline how to create a purchase order in Gate 3. There are several prerequisites that are required before you can create a purchase order. Ensure that all companies and contacts you will be using on the project have been associated to your project. The project cost codes and budget lines must be populated and linked to one another. Terms and conditions must also be linked to your project prior to creating a purchase order. A purchase order is a document issued by a buyer to a seller that indicates types, quantities, and agreed prices for products or services required, and establishes the expected time of delivery. Purchase orders can be used for one-time procurements or for a unit price agreement, which are specified prices with an estimated quantity for aggregates, concrete, long-term rentals, or repeated services over a period of time. When you create a purchase order in Gate 3, 2 steps are involved. The first step is to create a purchase order with an estimate of the maximum amount in accordance with the budget. The second step is to create an order associated to the blanket purchase order. This video will demonstrate how to create a blanket purchase order. A purchase order may be created from either the Gate 3 home level or from within a project. In the following example, a purchase order will be created from the project level. Using the Start menu, navigate to the Purchase Order Invoices module. Select Purchase Orders Invoices from the Financials module. Click the New Menu button to begin the process of creating a purchase order. Select the Purchase Order option from the drop-down. Fill in the necessary information throughout the sections. Fields with an asterisk are mandatory in order to save the document. Click the Select Company hyperlink to select a project company. Use the filter boxes to narrow your search by company name. The list only displays the companies associated to your project. If you cannot locate a company, ensure you link the applicable company and contact to your project. Once you have located the company, click the Radio button. Then click the Select Highlighted Company. If applicable, enter the vendor purchase order number. Make sure you select the terms and conditions from the drop-down list. If no terms and conditions are listed, they will need to be linked to the project. Terms and conditions are corporate contract templates associated to your project. Click on the drop-down menu and select the appropriate category that was predefined in Settings. If the scope includes a labor component, choose the appropriate subcategory. As a reminder, multiple subcategories can be selected. Enter the maximum estimate purchase order amount. An accurate estimate of the maximum amount in accordance with your budget must be entered. Navigate to the Items subsection of the purchase order. A default line item is displayed. Click the checkbox next to the default line and enter the information in the editable fields. You may also use the Tab key to move ahead through the fields. Add all the products or services that you wish to purchase. Fill in the editable fields. If applicable, enter the vendor item number for the corresponding item you wish to order, enter the product description, select the unit of measure from the drop-down list, then enter the quantity and unit price. Enter either a valid GL account number or enter a cost account and a budget line directly into the corresponding field, or click the applicable button. Review the tax information. If necessary, click the Add Line button to continue entering additional items to the purchase order. You may also include a miscellaneous line for heating and fuel surcharges. As a reminder, the blanket unit price purchase order does not require quantities. Quantities will be required when creating an order from the blanket unit price purchase order. The next step is to navigate to the Comment and Attachment section to upload any supporting documentation. Click the Attach Files button. Browse your computer to search and locate the file. Multiple files can be attached to a purchase order. Then upload it into Gate 3 by clicking the Open button. The file is uploaded into the purchase order. The file can be removed by clicking the trash bin under the Actions column. In order to save the purchase order, it is necessary to fill the Contact Information section of the purchase order document. Navigate to the Contact subsection. Click the Ship To subsection. Make sure the Ship To and Bill To section is completely filled in with the correct information, as the mandatory fields are required to save the purchase order. Once all the information has been filled in, review the purchase order and click the Save icon. Alternatively, if you haven't completed filling the fields, click Save as Draft. As a reminder, you will be unable to make any changes to the purchase order once you save. If you save the purchase order as draft, you are able to update and make changes to the purchase order. In the following example, the Save icon will be demonstrated. A confirmation message will appear confirming the purchase order is saved. Our unit price purchase order is now complete. Take note that the purchase order is defined by the category chosen as a prefix. A purchase order document may be revised after it's been saved by clicking the Revise PO button, but only if the purchase order has a status of active. By clicking on the Revise button, you are able to revise the purchase order maximum amount and the selected purchase order line items, granted they have a status of active. Now that a purchase order has been created, the next step within this process is to create an order associated to your purchase order. This concludes the video. Thank you for watching.